Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Mustangs will kick this deep to begin the game. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Set up. It's a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
First down and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's a quarterback keeper. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And, boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down that was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, that one's picked off. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Ponies. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Wow, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Returner decides to fair catch this. offense on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen. And the Knowles come up to the line in the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. That was caused. Pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll try and run it with the fullback. The Seminoles look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Launching it. The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Extending the play now. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down line.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? The pocket breaking down. They've got him to sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter.
SMU 10, Florida State 0.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They've got the lead, but had settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down now after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Touchdown, SMU. Big impact play by the special teams. Well, Kirk, we knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times when we talk about vision, usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The Noles will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
The risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down. But what will be the play call?
And the Noles will line up to kick it away. They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, here comes the reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Refusing to be brought down. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him 1st down yardage?
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made by the tight end. The offense will take their 1st 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Touchdown, Ponies. Still no answer for the passing game. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Florida State, 0.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the...
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up second down.
Here's the second down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, SMU 38, Florida State 0.
On the ready? Set. Ready?
Receiver in motion now. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out, so now you're way behind on the sticks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Hands off to the left. Powering through. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Offense facing
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple of scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
another first down for the offense.
And the Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The shotgun handoff here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.